Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we actually have some even more bad news because I feel like whenever we have anything regards to the PlayStation 5 consoles, Xbox consoles, and these very pesky, stupid supply chips and all these semiconductors and display drivers and all this, we never get good news. And we even kind of talked about this a little bit more in depth when it came to us even going through like a Harvard professional, kind of giving his take on the whole semiconductor shortage and the issues and when it's going to be resolved. But we actually have some pretty big statements over from Toshiba now in regards to consoles, where we literally even have Toshiba themselves literally apologizing to console makers and console game players. And that's how you guys know that this is going to be just one of those not fun videos. But of course, granted, don't forget, we are going to keep on getting restocks. It's just an ongoing issue. It's just one of those things where it's like, as it keeps on developing more and more and more big players, more big people, more big production companies keep on wanting to go and chime on in and kind of give their thoughts. So we have a lot of stuff to go and talk about throughout this video. I hope you guys are going to have a fantastic Labor Day weekend. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 disc, digital console controller, Twitter and Twitch room down below. Sign up for Weeble, deposit $100. You guys go get free stock and free money. Go on base, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. There's always linked down below. Give me your thoughts and comments like that video, and let's go and talk about it. So we have two major articles I want to go and showcase on over here and talk about. One from the homie over at Spiel Times and one over 22 as well over from Kotaku, both kind of regarding and talking about their own takes on the Toshiba take on this, where basically the power chip shortage affects gaming industry and the PlayStation 5 production. So Toshiba Corporation is a Japanese multinational conglomerate that also deals in gaming components such as hard disk drives, power chips, and batteries. One such component of Toshiba, which is in a very high demand, is the power regulating chips, which is actually not something we've actually been seeing too much on. We've seen the semiconductors, we've seen other display drivers, but this is actually almost seems like a really big brand new issue that's also kind of bad regarding all these consoles. What we have today is not such good news, as the production of these chips have been delayed. Since we can now expect another serious shortage throughout this year. So it's like one thing after another after another. A lot of you guys heard the semiconductors. Now this is even different. So Bloomberg actually has reported that Toshiba's power regulating chips would face a shortage as they do not meet the demand. The director in charge of semiconductors, Mr. Takashi Kamabuchi, stated that they will not be able to meet the demand until 2022. Also, in some cases, the lack of supply might last up until 2023. Supply chips will remain very tight until at least September of next year, so literally a year. In some cases, we may find some customers not being fully served until 2023. The reason for this is that the material shortages owing to the global pandemic, as well as the demand outpacing output capacity. According to Kambuchi, it is a component that doesn't require advanced production technology and has been deemed a commodity. So these power regulating chips serve a very important purpose, and many electric devices cannot run without it. Console devices like Sony's PS5s might also take a great hit because it's a necessary component in their production. So what this kind of means is that, like, just imagine like a power switch. I'm just gonna be very layman's terms here for this. Imagine like a power switch. For a lot of these different components, you need that nice power switch to just turn on, say, your PC, your phone, your PlayStation, whatever. And this, without that, even without that one part, in the same exact manner of like the semiconductors or the display drivers, you just can't literally go and make the consoles. We even talked about this in our previous video for the Harvard professionals, where if you could have like a thing 99% done, literally 99%, and all you need is that one little baby sliver. Maybe it's a screw, maybe it's like one welded piece in, maybe it's a semiconductor, or more, as you guys can even see in this article, more of these like power supply or like regulator chips. And if you don't have it, at the end of the day, nothing happens. You just can't go and utilize your consoles, and you can't just finish it. So you can literally go and have a million consoles that just need that one little baby chip to go and finish it. But now there's even more of those. Like, there's literally multiple different types now of these different types of things that we need. And without them, nothing's happening. Like, it's not good at all. So basically, the biggest hit to this shortage is to the automobile and to the gaming industry. Automakers like Toyota Motor and Volkswagen have halted and reduced production due to the widespread chip shortages. So kind of how we said for the consoles, where if you just need that one last part, sometimes it doesn't fit. Mr. Cambucci said some chip makers are prioritizing auto companies in their production, and so has Cambucci. This poses another problem for the gaming console industry, as first of all, there is a shortage of chips. Secondly, the chips developed will find the automobile industry as their priority. This leaves only a little scope for the gaming market, which kind of does stink, but at the same time, a lot of these big places like Toyota, for like Ford, for Tesla, whatever, a lot of these places are, well, going to be long-term for the next 30 years, 50 years. While the PlayStation might be good for the next 2 years, it definitely does taper off as time goes on. Well, every year we have new cars and stuff like that, or same thing with iPhones. Sony Group said it was confident it can sell more than 14.8 million units of the PlayStation 5 this fiscal year. They wanted to match the production and adoption pace of the PS4. Well, it seems like that won't be happening now, and just like the April-June quarter, they will lag behind. Now, that's not 100% guaranteed, I will say, but with also more additional information, it does make it harder. It can still happen. It's not end-all, be-all. Production can still be there, but it definitely is another hurdle people have to go through. So this is actually one very thing. Game console makers are among the customers making the strongest demands, and I'm sincerely sorry for their frustrations, as none of them have a 100% satisfaction. So literally these really big chip makers and developers are literally even apologizing from how bad these situations are. Said Cambucci. Toshiba does have plans to make a comeback and meet the demands as early as possible. They have plans to invest 60 billion yen, or about almost $1 billion running up, in the 3 years to March 2024 to boost the output of power semiconductors. But till they face material shortages, there is only a little that they or any other manufacturer can do. There's a big chance we will face a severe shortage of gaming consoles still in this next upcoming year. So basically, we just have new additional parts to the point where it's so bad that they're literally apologizing for it. This is over from Spiel Times. We also had another Kotaku article for the similar kind of conversation on this one. So earlier this year, Kotaku reported on the global chip shortage, which everyone has, which impacts everything from graphics cards to the PlayStation 5, was becoming a crisis. Now Toshiba is warning for this shortage to continue for another year, which kind of stinks. The foundries are astronomically expensive to go set up, and orders need to be placed far in advance. An increase in COVID-19 cases, natural disasters like drought, or also in fires, or an increase in political tensions, such as between the US and China, they can all impact the global supply chain too as well. So while Sony said it can sell over 14.8 million console units, Bloomberg points out that the PS5 production this year is falling behind that of the PS4. Nintendo also is having a difficult time meeting the demand for the Nintendo Switch. On October 8th, Nintendo will be releasing the OLED version of the Switch, which could run into storage issues post-launch. So, I mean, I'm sure we'll probably be doing a few of those little Switch OLED restock videos, I'm sure, even though as of recently, we've barely been seeing any of that stock even showing up, which, of course, always stinks. We'd rather, have the stock be there than not. If you're planning to buy a Switch OLED model, make sure you try your best to get the first batch, which, in all honesty, that's what happened to my PS5. I was on the very first day for Amazon pre-orders, and I'm very happy and very thankful I did go and get that. Thank God. We consider which customers face the most severe situations, such as the risk of the whole production line halting or the business getting obliterated without the supply of chips, said Toshiba's Cambucci. Game console makers are among the customers making the strongest demands, and I'm sincerely sorry for their frustration, as none of them have a 100% satisfaction. So kind of similar thoughts on all this stuff, which basically just a lot of this kind of goes into the fact that the automobile company is pretty much almost, it needs it. Like, it needs it more. They're more long-term partners for like tens of dozens of years, and they probably will be for long-term too. While Sony and Xbox kind of have this little big explosion of brand new consoles and PS4s, but it usually does taper off. And the fact that we have all these even other new things like these power chips that can potentially halt up all these consoles that are now once again facing these really bad just droughts of production is not good. And like you guys even saw throughout this article, they were literally even apologizing to gamers and game makers because this whole situation is just always rough. So we can still see if Sony can actually go and try to hit these really big numbers, these really big, like 15 million. They have said many good things and have said they have production lined up, but we can kind of go and see if it's going to kind of hold or not. So give me your thoughts and comments down below. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll have a few more videos all throughout today. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on as well for the brand new PlayStation 5 giveaway. Amazon links down below for the PS5 Digital Console Controller. Twitter and Twitch stream as well. Link down below. Sign up for Weeble. Deposit $100. You guys go get free stack free money. Coinbase, you guys go buy $100 worth of any cryptocurrency. You guys go and get free Bitcoin. I appreciate you guys all so much for watching. Give me your thoughts, and I'll see you guys up on the next video later on today. Love you guys.